Hello, my name is Maria de Los Ángeles Mendoza Gonzalez, and today I'm going to talk about curriculum and syllabus. And this is a very important topic because as teachers, we can, and we are always involved with these elements. Okay, then let's start. Okay. Paradigms of education. There are two paradigms that have influenced educational philosophy, the knowledge-centered paradigm and person-centered views. The first one, it is associated with the positivism. This is the scientific method based on observation and experiment. The second, the person-centered paradigm. This theory accommodates a number of beliefs, the one common thread being the rejection of the view that human behavior is governed externally by general laws. It is represented by the phenomenology. Behaviorism is a positive theory of thinking and learning. It focuses on the observable behavior of their subjects and attempt to relate these behaviors to environmental factors, such that a connection is made between the stimulus in the environment and the behavioral response. Then learning is seen as a process of conditioning or habit formation. In the other theory, the person-centered paradigms, Robert in 1998 states that the main elements of phenomenological view, it presents a picture of persons as self-determining because their own representation of the world guide their actions. It tries to understand behavior by understanding the perception of the person, and it recognizes the unique configuration of factors that provide the real-life context for us to think and learn. Then, as you can see here, the person is in the center of everything and not the process, as is in the other theory. In this case, this person it has this self-determination because it can understand, and it has some background, and it has their own perception, and all of these are in an individual way. And all of this also affect the process of learning. There are two important theories that that has to be with this person-centered paradigm, which is the cognitivism and the humanist. Cognitivism is a phenomenological theory that sees individual as having agency rather than being at the mercy of environmental factors. It is concerned with the way the human mind thinks and learns, and aspects of how people build up and draw upon their memories and the ways in which they become involved in the process. Then in this case, it's very important, okay? It continues to be the person in the center, and also it is involved with the process of thinking and learning, and how the experience and all the background we have are going to influence in this process. And humanism puts high value on people accepting responsibility for their own learning, making decisions for themselves, choosing and initiating activities, expressing feelings and opinions about their needs, abilities, and preference. The teacher acts as a facilitator of their learning rather than as implementer of knowledge. Then in this case, humanists take in account how the people make decisions, how they choose, how they start these activities, and the way that express feelings and opinions. Then it is when the person takes responsibility of their own learning. Okay, transmission versus interpretation. Barnes in 1976 distinguished between transmission teachers and interpretation teachers. It is a distinction that has to be with teachers focus on the products of learning and teachers focus on the processes. Wright in 1987 considered that transmission teachers believe that there are distinctive disciplines such as science and foreign language, and there are very distinctive features between these disciplines. The disciplines have content, there are appropriate standards of performance in each discipline. Learners' performance can be evaluated according to the standards laid down by the disciplines, and the teacher's main task is to evaluate and correct learners' performance. On the other hand, we have that interpretation teachers believe that knowledge is the ability to organize stuff, to interpret facts, to act on them. Learners are intrinsically interested and naturally inclined to explore the words, and the teacher's main task is to set up dialogues in which learners reorganize their existing state of knowledge, and learners already know a great deal and have the ability to extend and refashion the knowledge. Then, curriculum, course plan, and syllabus. A curriculum is the standardized content of academic lessons taught in the school. It takes into account the students' needs and instructional methodology. It embodies three different sets of beliefs about the natural language learning, and education. A course plan, on the other hand, is the detailed outline that the teacher will teach and include tasks, materials, time, among others elements, and it is based on the curriculum. A syllabus is the specific content plan or description about the subject matter to be taught. It is the way curriculum decisions are presented in concrete operational plans. Then a syllabus differs according to the paradigm is used. There can be syllabus type A that are based on the knowledge-centered theory, and the syllabus type B, which are based on person-centered. In syllabus type A, the language is pre-selected to be taught. The teacher presents, practice, and tests the pre-selected items. Language acquisition is a structure. Some other characteristics of this type of syllabus is that the items are in a pre-arranged order. For example, we can see this, okay, this is a part of a course book, which is the Cambridge Touchstone 2nd edition. And in this case, we can see how this is happening, okay? There are different lessons, but also, as it says, that the items are in a pre-arranged order. So this is an example that we can have also in a known syllabus, that we can have lesson A, B, C, and D, and all of them have to be with the others, but they are pre-arranged, and we cannot first teach lesson D, because first we need to teach the previous lesson, so it can have sense, and it is in a progressive order, okay, the way that it is structured. Also, it can include grammatical structures, functional categories, or a mixture of categories. For example, to present in grammatical structures, first the simple present, how it is structured with the subject, verb, etc. Then after that, the present continuous, the simple past, okay? And also determiners, like, for example, the use of this, that, this, those, etc. Or we can combine, no? Something with simple present or with the verb be, for example, there is a, there are, those, etc. The language is divided into discrete items, which these discrete items are the focus of instruction and testing. For example, only in the past continuous, after the grammatical structure, we can only present the affirmative, okay? And then only the negative, and then the questions, and other elements we need to teach, and that the students can understand them in a better way. And another part in this type of syllabus is that the items can be ordered according to their difficulty or usefulness. For example, if the students are beginners, of course, they cannot learn immediately the simple past or other type of structure. We always start with some elements, that vocabulary, for example, the numbers, the alphabet, the different colors. Then we present some family, and also we can start working with the verb be, okay? And then you say or simple present, and just like that, okay? Because it has to be according to the difficulty or usefulness. Then in syllabus type B, the natural and learner-driven process are respected. There is minimal intervention in the process by outsiders. Language is acquired through doing rather than learning. It is organized around a set of tasks And sometimes there may be no language syllabus at all, for example, in immersion teaching, where the students can learn the language or can improve their language while they are learning other subjects, for example, in high school or secondary school. An example of this, okay, it can be that, for example, writing a letter or going shopping or making a reservation. In this, the students are using, okay, they don't have to write everything, but they can act as is a simulation of real life. So they have to talk and to interact among them to create, okay, this content and to put in situation of real life all it's more acting, okay, or producing in this case. Okay, that's all. Thank you. And here is the reference. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. Thank you. Good day.